are with the infamous Joel Swanson. I read in my stalking that you are from the Midwest.
Yeah, I grew up in Oklahoma, born and raised. I'm actually an Oklahomo, is what I always like to say. I think I should put a copyright on that because that is mine.
That needs to be your next Fringe show.
I think so. Oklahoma, the musical. Instead of an exclamation mark, it's a question mark. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, exactly.
Oh my God, look at that.
So, yeah, I grew up in Oklahoma.
And then what brought you to beautiful Orlando?
Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So like, we'll do a long story short because I can't give the whole memoir away. Y'all got to buy copies someday. But I majored in music theater at Oklahoma City University. Kristen Chenoweth, Kelly O'Hara, Joel Swanson. But like all of my classmates who have found much success, like went straight north to New York. And I said, you know what? I'm going to wait a second. I'm going to go down south and like try Disney World and give that a shot. Did a couple cruise contracts and then came and like did it on land for a couple years. And Disney kid, like ever since I was, you know, like this big, it was just like that Disney Channel energy. And so I was just like, that just feels right. I'm going to do that. And through like trying to get in the Disney zone, I discovered like what a theater scene is here in Orlando and like completely fell in love with it. I probably did not plan on staying in Orlando as long as I have. Like I was probably going to do a year or two and call it good, but the theater scene in Orlando is unreal. Fringe, the Orlando rep, just, yeah, I got hooked. So that's the long story short. Definitely Fringe was my first like bite into Orlando. I submitted my one-man show Frogpig, kind of forgot that I submitted it because it was like months before the drawing. And then the morning after the drawing, somebody texted me and said, hey, congrats on your show getting drawn. I said, what show? So the rest is history. I ended up doing it. I guess I did it, right? And that character has lived on with me ever since that summer in 2018.
How was Frogpig created? What is kind of the whole backstory behind it?
So I just have a notebook of all these show ideas. And one thing about me that my friends have always like admired about me is that I'm a doer. So a lot of my friends will make that list and then that list will collect dust somewhere, but I'm like checking them off and I'm like, idea done, did it. Idea done, did it. And Frogpig was one of those first like full-fledged ideas that I had were like, oh, this is the one I have to do. So for those of you who have not stalked me on the internet or have not gathered, Frogpig, he's a puppet. He's half pig, half frog. He doesn't know who his parents are, but that's up to the audience to like kind of put the pieces together. Copyright not infringed. But there's a lot of me in Frogpig. Like growing up, I kind of felt like an outcast as a gay kid, closeted gay kid. Felt like I had to earn everyone's approval like twice as hard. And so a lot of that humanness goes into this half-breed puppet. So like that's where like some of the heart comes through. But it's very Avenue Q. It's definitely not Sesame Street, though some families have definitely wandered into the show and promptly left. Whenever I was majoring musical theater, I could not figure out my type. I was not getting cast in school shows at all. And I said, well, screw that. I'll write my own roles. And so ever since then, like, that's what I've been doing. And I guess it's going okay. But yeah, like, I think that answers your question 6 different ways.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And so your first endeavor as Frogpig, his grand debut, was a two-person show.
Yeah, it was just in the puppet and an accompanist. So hard to call it a one-man show since it was like 1.5 plus Steve McKinnon on the keys, which who knows how that happened. That was such a blessing. But yes, a one-man show at the heart of it.
And then you kind of exploded it into this big ensemble extravaganza.
Yeah. Orlando Fringe is a lottery. So like out of a fishbowl for those of the listeners, the viewers that do not know. So it's luck. And I was lucky in 2018 and haven't been since. So I was next to last on the wait list for Fringe this year. Fast forward, so many people didn't accept their spot because they weren't sure of how it was going to go. And I got an email from Lindsay Taylor saying, hey, you have a spot, but it's in a tier 1. So the biggest theater possible, where I'm used to doing these like small one-man shows. And I said, oh, well, I'll do it. I just have to figure out how I'm going to fill that space. So I was like, I'm going to do a supersized sequel. It picks up 30 seconds after the first one, and it's just a drug trip with Liza Minnelli and Bette Midler and the Brady Bunch, and it just turns into this like 1970s campy variety hour, like Carol Burnett, Sonny and Cher, The Muppet Show.
Could you talk you kind of dabbled into kind of what inspired Frogpig, but kind of what are your kind of overarching influences?
As Joel the human.
As Joel the human.
Oh, I'm so bad talking about Joel the human. Well, the Muppets, number one. Like, first, like, dive into culture, theater, musical theater. Like, the Muppets are theater to me. So as a kid, like, watching that, The Muppets Take Manhattan, as a kid, I was like, oh, if Kermit can be on Broadway, well, then I can be on Broadway. The Muppets are a huge influence. Liza Minnelli, her delivery, her stage presence is something that I've just like studied and been inspired by for forever.
Because you were also down the rabbit hole this year, right?
Yeah, through a Creative City project and Modern Theatricals. I was Tweedledum in that one, and talk about like not having a fourth wall. First off, it was so innovative because we were still like on that cusp where we wanted theater back. Like, we were desperate for theater, but like there just wasn't a safe way to do it yet. So we did it outside, fully open air, and the audience followed Alice along and like met all these characters along the way. So yes, the fourth wall didn't exist, neither did the first, second, or third. But I do just love being able to have that freedom to poke fun with the audience, and also letting them know that like I'm on their side. Like, I never want Frogpig, Joel, we both have like our Miss Piggy diva moments, but there is always that Kermit Frog moment that like, we're in this together. Like, we are sweet. We're gonna bite a little, but like, we're like, kiss it all better. And it's wild that like the world has changed so much in the last month. Even like doing Fringe, we went from 30% to 50% to 70% capacity like within a week. I was like, oh, I was very confident just selling 30% of tickets. I don't know if I can sell 70%. I did, but like it was just very exciting, like getting those emails saying people are getting vaccinated, people are ready for theater, let's do this. The time is now. The before times are the past.
So you have an upcoming performance.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same show we did at Fringe, the Frogpig and Friends Variety Hour at House on Church, which love the space. Have you been to House yet? Oh, it's amazing.
Not.
Yeah, you'll love it.
And literally,
so many things happen there.
It is right next to me. Like
I can see Blue Star from here. But yeah, like Blue opened this space in a time whenever like nothing realistically should have been opening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she challenged herself so much and thrived through that. And so now like truly thriving because the world is ready for it. And she has so many artistic things going on downstairs, upstairs in the cabaret space. And so yeah, we're doing this show that we had in a 300-seat theater in a 75-seat like cabaret space. So it's really going to be 3D. Like, that's fun because screw the fourth wall. But that being said, it is very limited tickets, and we sold out a few times the big silver venue. So if you want tickets, do it now. But I'm very excited. We're doing 3 performances, July 22nd and 23rd. So 8 o'clock on Thursday the 22nd, and then 7 and 10 on Friday the 23rd.
Let's remember one thing. It's still my show. I'm still the star.
You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you.
Yes. I thank God every day that I woke up feeling this way. And I can't than myself, and I don't need nobody else. What the is this kid doing here?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Frogpig, sir. My name's Peter Brady. Me and my mom and my dad and my brothers and sisters and our maid and Farrah Fawcett and Donny Osmond and I are supposed to be doing a variety show here. But I think I must be early.
Well, you can be in my variety show while you wait.
Well, gee, that'd be swell.
Get back there, kid.
All right.
All right, everyone, get ready. This is the part where you dance. Behind me. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our. I remember way with it. Everything was fine and then we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. And I remember how we played simply was there where you could say nothing could come between us, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Frogpig. Oh boy, this show is so much fun. Hi.
It's such an honor to have you here, Miss Lisa Manuli.
Oh.
And a nice hat.
Well, my name is Liza, and this is, oh, Jesus Christ.
You good?
My fat just broke your chain.
There goes the budget.
Look, it's me.
Yeah, do that.
I can still do it.
Still got it.
Underwear on this time.
Oh my God. Running down the avenue. Look how the sun shines brightly in the city, in the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So long, where did we go wrong? Huh? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors. Yellow, red, orange, and green, and at least a million others. So tie up your boat, take off your coat, take a look around. Everything is alright, 'cause the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Oh, hold tight to your umbrella, darling. I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Yeah, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Someday we'll find it.
Hey TTRLers, it would not be an episode of TTRL if we didn't get a update of the latest and greatest with Creative Loafing Tampa's editor-in-chief, Ray Roa.
Hello.
With a special guest.
Because I got this guy listening today. Patrick, can you say hi to people? Can you play peekaboo? It's nice to be back with you. We have another great issue. We had a 40 things you could do with your kid to kind of get you through the summer. So it's actually a really cool list. We almost do these selfishly because two of our staffers have kids now. So it's a really great list of things to do. We arranged it by distance from Tampa International Airport, so you can kind of plan, what kind of a day you want to have. Maybe a few of the things together. And
are they all Patrick approved?
Not yet, but some of them definitely taking Patrick too. There are a lot of things to be happy about, and I'm glad that our issue kind of reflects that in a big way, because I know that there's been a lot of doom and gloom, which is still in the issue.
It's
there's-
it's an emotional roller coaster. We're so excited. I'm so always happy to have the privilege to chat with you and our very, very Patrick.
Patrick, can you say bye?
Bye, Patrick.